You absolutely must see this before tonight. This is the most crucial warning I will ever deliver. The emergency alert has been sounded across the higher dimensions, and I have been guided to bring this message to you, the chosen ones, with the utmost urgency. The blood moon of September 6th through September 8th is not just another lunar event. It is a cosmic trigger, a final gateway, and what happens over the next 2 to 3 days will fundamentally alter the course of your life forever. Do not click away. Do not dismiss this. The fact that you are hearing my voice right now is not an accident. It is a divine appointment. Your soul has led you here because you are one of the ones this event is specifically for. Most of the world will sleepwalk through these next 72 hours, completely oblivious to the monumental energetic shift taking place. But you will not. You are being called to awaken, to participate, and to anchor the new reality. Before we go any deeper into the mechanics of this life-altering portal, I need you to do 3 very specific things immediately to signal your readiness to the universe. First, like this video, to send a wave of positive energy into the collective consciousness. Second, subscribe and turn on all notifications, because the information I will be sharing over the coming days is time-sensitive and absolutely critical for your journey. And third, go to the comments right now and type the number 999 to signify the completion of an old karmic cycle and your readiness to step into your divine mission. Do it now. This simple act anchors your frequency and declares to your spirit guides that you are awake, aware, and prepared to receive the downloads that are about to pour through this celestial gateway. Now, listen very, very closely. This blood moon is a culmination event. It is the apex of all the energetic work, the shadow work, the healing, and the releasing you have been doing for months, for years, even for lifetimes. This is not a drill. The planetary alignments converging during this window are unlike anything we have seen in over 1,000 years. The moon itself will be in the deeply psychic and emotional sign of Pisces, the final sign of the zodiac, representing the end of a grand cosmic cycle. But it's not just in Pisces, it is conjunct Neptune, the planet of dreams, illusion, and spiritual connection, amplifying its power exponentially. This conjunction opens a direct channel to the 5th dimension and beyond, thinning the veil between worlds to a degree that is almost unprecedented. Simultaneously, this lunation forms a tense, challenging square to Mars in Gemini, the planet of action and assertion. This is why you've been feeling so agitated, so restless, like a war is being waged within you. It's the battle between your old 3D self, conditioned by fear and limitation, and your emerging 5D self, your true divine, limitless nature. This blood moon is the final battleground, and the events of the next 2 to 3 days will determine which self emerges victorious. This is a moment of profound, irreversible timeline selection. You are standing at a crossroads, and every thought, every feeling, and every action you take from this moment forward will cast a vote for the future you will inhabit. Who are the chosen ones I keep referring to? If you are questioning whether you are one of them, that is the first sign that you are. You have always felt different, like you don't quite belong to the systems of this world. You are the empaths, the healers, the starseeds, the lightworkers, the sacred rebels, and the quiet observers who carry an ancient wisdom in your bones. For the past few weeks, your symptoms have been escalating. You've been experiencing intense ringing in your ears, a high-pitched frequency that is literally the sound of your DNA being upgraded. You've been waking up between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., your heart pounding, feeling a sense of urgency or anxiety you can't explain. This is the universe waking you from your slumber, calling you to be conscious during these critical hours when the veil is thinnest. Your dreams have become hyper-vivid, prophetic, or filled with symbolism you are struggling to decode. You may be dreaming of past lives, of galactic families, or receiving direct messages from your guides. You feel a profound sense of exhaustion in your physical body that no amount of sleep can cure, coupled with sudden bursts of inexplicable energy. This is your light body being activated, a process that consumes immense physical resources. You might also be experiencing strange aches and pains, especially in your neck, shoulders and back, as you release centuries of stored trauma and karmic density. You feel a growing detachment from mainstream news, from trivial dramas, and from people who operate on a low vibrational frequency. You crave solitude, silence, and a connection to nature more than ever before. These are not signs that something is wrong with you. These are confirmations that everything is right. You are recalibrating. You are shedding the old skin. You are preparing to anchor the new earth frequency. And this blood moon is the final activation sequence. The universe is communicating with you constantly right now, and you must pay attention to the signs. They are becoming more frequent and more obvious. Are you seeing repeating number sequences everywhere you look? 111, 222, 444, and especially 999. These are not coincidences. They are light codes, nudges from your angelic team confirming that you are on the right path, and that a major cycle is concluding. Have you found feathers in unusual places? A white feather signifies protection and the presence of your guardian angels. A black feather signifies that a deep spiritual purge is underway, and you are being invited to go into the shadows to retrieve lost parts of yourself. Have you been hearing a specific song on the radio over and over, with lyrics that speak directly to your current situation? This is spirit using the airwaves to deliver a personal message. Pay attention to conversations you overhear, to book titles that seem to jump out at you, to animals that cross your path in a meaningful way. The entire universe is conspiring to guide you through this portal. The key is to be present, to be aware, and to remove the word coincidence from your vocabulary entirely. Every single thing that happens in the next 72 hours is a breadcrumb from the divine, leading you toward your highest destiny. Your intuition is your superpower right now. It is being amplified to an extraordinary degree. You must learn to trust that gut feeling, that inner knowing, that quiet whisper in your heart over the loud, fearful shouts of your ego or the opinions of the outside world. Your intuition is your direct line to source, and during this blood moon gateway, that line is clearer and more powerful than ever before. Let's talk about the energetic mechanics of what is actually happening. The Earth's magnetic field is currently in a state of flux, weakening in specific areas to allow for a massive influx of high-frequency gamma radiation from the galactic center. This blood moon acts as a giant cosmic lens, focusing these potent light codes directly onto the planet and into the consciousness of those who are vibrationally ready to receive them. This is not just energy, it is information. It is a divine intelligence that is overwriting old programming of lack, fear, and separation that has been embedded in human DNA for eons. For the chosen ones, this is a full-scale operating system upgrade. Your very cells are being restructured. Your dormant so-called junk DNA is being activated, unlocking latent psychic abilities, healing capabilities, and a deep, unshakable memory of who you truly are and why you came to Earth at this pivotal time. This process can be incredibly disorienting. It can feel like you are losing your mind, like the reality you once knew is dissolving before your very eyes. And in a very real sense, it is. You are undergoing a process of deconstruction before the reconstruction. You are being unplugged from the 3D matrix, a false reality based on control and limitation, and you are being plugged into the 5D crystalline grid, a reality based on love, unity, and sovereign freedom. This blood moon portal is the moment the final switch is flipped. It is a hard reboot of your entire energetic system. This is why you must be incredibly gentle with yourself. You must honor the process. Stay hydrated with pure water, eat light, high vibrational foods, avoid alcohol and dense energies, and spend as much time as possible in nature to help your body ground these intense cosmic frequencies. This is a collective event, but it is also a deeply personal one. The universe is giving you a final opportunity to release everything that is holding you back from your highest timeline. This means relationships, jobs, beliefs, habits, and identities that are not in alignment with your soul's evolution will be brought to the surface with incredible force. The square to Mars will act like a spiritual surgeon, cutting away everything that is no longer a vibrational match. This may manifest as sudden arguments, unexpected endings, or a profound inner realization that you simply cannot continue on the same path. Do not cling to what is falling away. I repeat, do not cling. Grieving is natural, but resistance is futile and will only create more suffering. These endings are not punishments. They are divine interventions. They are creating a sacred void, an empty space in your life for the new to be born. The universe cannot deliver your blessings if your hands are still clenched, holding on to what is dead and gone. You must be willing to let go of the good to make way for the magnificent. The next 2-3 days will present you with tests and triggers. Old wounds will resurface. People from your past may reappear. You will be tempted to fall back into old patterns of reaction. This is the final exam. The universe is watching to see if you have truly learned your lessons. Will you react from your wounded ego, or will you respond from your higher self? Will you choose fear, or will you choose love? Will you stay trapped in the loop of the past, or will you bravely step through the portal into the unknown future? The choice, as always, is yours. This is the ultimate test of your spiritual mastery. If you have felt even one of the signs I've mentioned, the ringing ears, the 3 a.m. wake-up calls, the synchronicities, the intense emotional purges, I need you to go to the comments right now and type I am ready to affirm your commitment to this sacred process. This is your declaration to the cosmos that you consent to this upgrade, that you are surrendering to the divine plan, and that you are ready to release the old and embrace the new. Your words have power. Your intention creates your reality. Claim your transformation now. The physical and emotional purge you are experiencing is a critical part of this process. Do not pathologize it. Do not run to the doctor for every strange ache or pain, unless your intuition truly tells you to. This is a spiritual detoxification, and it can be intense. The headaches you might be feeling, especially at the crown of your head or behind your third eye, are your upper chakras being blasted open and activated. The heart palpitations or feelings of fluttering in your chest are your heart chakra expanding, breaking down the armor you built around it to protect yourself. You are learning to live with an open heart again, and this can feel incredibly vulnerable. The digestive issues, the nausea, the sudden changes in appetite. This is your solar plexus chakra, your center of personal power, being cleared of old energies of powerlessness, shame and unworthiness. You are reclaiming your sovereignty, and your body is physically purging the energetic residue of every time you gave your power away. The intense emotional swings, weeping one moment and feeling ecstatic the next, are not a sign of instability. You are clearing lifetimes of suppressed emotions from your cellular memory. Allow the tears to flow. Allow the anger to move through you without judgment. These emotions are stagnant energy leaving your body for good. Think of it like a deep spiritual flu. It feels uncomfortable. It's messy, but it is a necessary cleansing that is preparing your vessel to hold a much higher frequency of light. Resisting this process is like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. Eventually, it will burst to the surface with even greater force. Surrender. Allow. Breathe through the discomfort. Know that on the other side of this purge is a level of clarity, peace, and empowerment you have never experienced before. This is not a new phenomenon. The ancient traditions and wisdom keepers knew about these powerful gateways. The Mayans called them moments of world ending and world birthing. The ancient Egyptians timed the construction of their most sacred temples to align with celestial events like this one, using them as portals for consciousness expansion and initiation. In Vedic astrology, a blood moon, especially in a water sign like Pisces, is known as a time of moksha, or spiritual liberation, a moment where the chains of karma can be broken. The Druids would have gathered in their stone circles during such a lunar event, understanding it as a time when the veils between the worlds were so thin that communication with the ancestors and the spirit realm was effortless. They knew this was a time for deep scrying, for receiving visions, and for setting intentions that would ripple across time and space. You are part of this ancient lineage of wisdom keepers. That knowing is encoded within your DNA. This blood moon is activating that dormant memory. You are remembering the sacred technologies of the soul. You are remembering how to work with the cosmos, not as a victim of its influence, but as a conscious co-creator. You are being called to step back into your power, to reclaim your divine heritage as a master of energy and a weaver of reality. This is not just a personal transformation, it is a planetary one. As you heal the collective. As you raise your frequency, you raise the frequency of the earth. You are a crucial anchor point for the new 5D consciousness. That is the true weight and responsibility of being a chosen one. It is not about being special or better than anyone else. It is about service. It is about your willingness to go through the intense fire of transformation first, to light the way for others who will follow. Your courage, your resilience, and your commitment to your own evolution during these next few days are a gift to all of humanity. Remember that. Hold that truth in your heart as you navigate the intensity. Your personal journey is part of a much grander divine plan. Now that you understand the gravity of this moment and the physiological and emotional signs of your own personal activation, we must go deeper. We must speak about the precise nature of the spiritual tests you will face over the next 48 to 72 hours. This blood moon gateway is not a passive event that you simply witness. It is an interactive initiation that you must consciously navigate. The square from the Pisces moon to Mars in Gemini is creating a cosmic pressure cooker. It is forcing your deepest, most hidden shadows into the light of your awareness. The shadow, as the great mystics taught, is not evil. It is simply the parts of yourself that you have disowned, repressed, and judged. It is your unhealed pain, your unexpressed anger, your secret fears, and your buried shame. For lifetimes, you have carried this density within your energetic field, and it has been the invisible anchor weighing you down, keeping you tethered to the 3D matrix of suffering and limitation. This blood moon is your divine opportunity to finally integrate these fragments, to reclaim the lost power and wisdom they contain, and to become whole. This is the sacred work of alchemy, turning the lead of your pain into the gold of your consciousness. But the process is not gentle. It is a confrontation. You will be forced to look in the mirror and see every illusion you have held about yourself and your life. The primary battlefield for this integration will be your relationships. Mars governs conflict and boundaries, while Pisces governs unconditional love and spiritual connection. The tension between these two forces will illuminate every dysfunctional dynamic in your life. Relationships built on codependency, manipulation, or unspoken resentments will reach a breaking point. You will suddenly see the truth of these connections with a piercing clarity that is both liberating and terrifying. People you once felt close to may suddenly feel like strangers. Their energy may become intolerable to you as your own frequency rises. The universe will present you with scenarios designed to test your newfound sovereignty. Will you continue to people please at the expense of your own well-being? Will you shrink yourself down to make others feel comfortable? Or will you finally have the courage to speak your truth, to set firm boundaries, and to walk away from connections that drain your life force? This is not about cutting people off with anger or judgment, but with a compassionate detachment, recognizing that your paths are diverging. The universe is asking you to love yourself enough to choose your own peace over the preservation of a toxic connection. This is the ultimate act of self-love, and it is a non-negotiable requirement for passing through this gateway. Any relationship that does not honor the totality of who you are becoming will be divinely removed from your reality, either by your own choice or by circumstance. You must be prepared to let people go, trusting that you are making space for your true soul family to find you on the other side of this portal. The second major area of testing will be your own internal narrative, the voice of your ego and your inner critic. As your divine self, your higher consciousness begins to anchor more fully into your physical body. The ego mind will launch its final, most ferocious defense. It recognizes this shift as its own death, and it will not go quietly. It will flood your mind with thoughts of doubt, fear, and unworthiness. It will tell you that this is all nonsense, that you are delusional, that you are not special, that you are not ready, that you are not good enough. It will replay your past mistakes on a loop, trying to convince you that you are defined by your failures. It will create catastrophic future scenarios to pull you out of the present moment and into a state of anxiety. You must become the silent observer of these thoughts. Do not fight them. Do not engage with them. Simply witness them as the desperate, dying screams of an outdated operating system. Acknowledge the thought, and then let it go. Return your focus to your breath. Return your focus to the feeling in your heart. The ego lives in the mind. Your soul lives in the present moment, in the stillness between thoughts. Your power lies in your ability to unhook your consciousness from the chaotic stream of mental chatter and anchor it into the deep, quiet wisdom of your heart. This is the practice of spiritual mastery. For the next 3 days, be vigilant, be the gatekeeper of your own mind. Do not allow the voice of fear to dictate your reality. It is a ghost from a timeline that no longer exists. To assist you in this profound process of purging and integration, you are being called to work with the elements. The energies of this blood moon are intensely watery and fiery. You must use these elements consciously to help you move the dense energy through and out of your system. First, the water ritual. Pisces is a water sign, and water is the ultimate conductor of emotion and energy. Sometime tonight or tomorrow night, prepare a sacred bath. If you don't have a tub, a shower will work just as well. Add Epsom salts or sea salt to the water to help cleanse your auric field. You can also add herbs like lavender for peace or rosemary for purification. As you step into the water, set a clear intention, state out loud or in your mind. I call upon the spirit of water to cleanse me of all energies, emotions, and attachments that are not in alignment with my highest good. I release all that is heavy. I release all that is old. I am purified. I am renewed. As you soak, or as the water runs over you, visualize all the energetic sludge, all the fear, all the sadness, all the psychic debris of the past dissolving from your body and being washed down the drain, neutralized by the earth. Feel yourself becoming lighter, clearer, more luminous. This is not just a bath, it is a baptism. It is a conscious ritual of release that signals to the universe your willingness to let go. The second ritual is the fire ritual, to honor the energy of Mars. Mars is the fire of transformation, the power to sever old ties and burn away what no longer serves. This ritual is best done outdoors under the moonlight, if possible, but it can be done safely indoors with a candle. Take a piece of paper and write down everything you are ready to release. Be specific. Write down the limiting beliefs. I am not worthy of love, the old identities, you more the victim, the people pleaser, the fears, the resentments, the names of people or situations you are ready to sever energetic cords with. Do not hold back. Pour all of it onto the page. Once you are finished, read it aloud one last time, acknowledging these aspects of your past with gratitude for the lessons they taught you. Then safely burn the paper. As you watch it turn to ash, visualize the energetic cords attached to these things being burned away completely. State aloud, by the sacred power of fire, I transmute all of this old energy into light. I release these patterns from my cells, my timeline, and my ancestral lineage, across all dimensions of time and space. I am free. I am sovereign. It is done. Feel the finality of this act. This is you consciously participating in your own liberation. You are using the Martian energy of severance for your highest evolution, rather than allowing it to manifest as unconscious anger or destructive conflict. You are reclaiming your power as a spiritual alchemist. As you engage in these powerful acts of release and purification, I want you to pause for a moment. Feel the energy of this transmission. Feel the truth of these words resonating in the core of your being. This is your soul recognizing itself. If you are here, listening to this, you are a warrior of light. You have chosen one of the most challenging yet most rewarding paths. I want you to honor your own courage. To anchor this recognition, go to the comments right now and type the affirmation, I am a vessel of light. This isn't just a comment, it is a decree. It is you claiming your identity and your mission. Let the collective energy of everyone typing this affirmation create a powerful grid of light around the planet. Do it now. I am a vessel of light. Another critical component of this gateway is your dream state. With the Moon and Neptune conjunct in Pisces, the veil to the subconscious and the astral realm is virtually non-existent. Your dreams will be your primary source of guidance, healing, and information. Do not dismiss them as random firings of the brain. During these next 3 nights, your soul will be traveling, processing, and receiving massive downloads while your physical body rests. You may have incredibly lucid dreams, astral travel experiences, or visitations from spirit guides, ancestors, or star family. You may also have nightmares or intense, emotionally charged dreams. This is your subconscious mind, purging its deepest fears. Do not be afraid. These dreams are a gift. They are showing you exactly what needs to be healed. Keep a journal and a pen by your bed. The moment you wake up, even if it's at 3 a.m., write down everything you can remember. Don't try to analyze it right away. Just record the images, the feelings, the colors, the words. The full meaning may not be clear for days or even weeks, but you are creating a sacred map of your own inner landscape. Before you go to sleep, set a clear intention. You can say something like, I ask my higher self and my benevolent guides to provide me with the clarity, healing, and guidance I need for my highest good in my dream state tonight. Protect me, and show me what I need to see. You are a multidimensional being, and your dream time is just as real and important as your waking life, especially now. Treat it with the reverence it deserves. Let us now speak of the reality that awaits you on the other side of this portal. This is not just about enduring a difficult few days. This is about a complete reality shift. For those of you who consciously navigate this gateway, who do the shadow work, who release the old baggage, and who choose love over fear, life will never be the same. The frequency of your being will be so high that you will no longer be a vibrational match for the chaos, lack, and drama of the old 3D world. It will simply fall away from your experience. Synchronicities will become your new normal. The right people, opportunities, and resources will flow to you with an ease that will seem magical to your old self. Your manifestation abilities will be amplified 1,000-fold. The gap between your thoughts and their physical materialization will shorten dramatically, which is why it is so crucial that you master your mind now. You will begin to experience the world through your heart, not your head. A deep sense of inner peace and interconnectedness with all of life will become your baseline state of being. Your psychic senses will come fully online. You will be able to feel the energy of people and places. You may hear guidance from your spirit team, see auras, or simply have a profound sense of inner knowing that guides your every step. You will find your soul tribe, the other souls who have gone through a similar awakening process. These connections will be instantaneous, deep, and based on a shared mission and mutual support. You will finally feel like you have come home. This is not a fantasy. This is the tangible reality of the 5D-dimensional new Earth that you are co-creating and anchoring with every conscious choice you make during these critical days. This is the promise. This is the prize. However, there is a final critical warning that you must heed. As your own light becomes brighter and more powerful, it will act as a giant cosmic trigger for everyone around you who is still operating from their unhealed shadow. Your very presence will illuminate their darkness, and this can provoke very intense and negative reactions. People may suddenly become inexplicably angry with you, jealous, or critical. They may try to diminish your light, tell you that you've changed, or attempt to pull you back into old familiar dramas. These are the final tests from the Matrix. It is trying to hook you back in through the people closest to you. You must understand that this is not personal. It is a reflection of their own inner battle, which your light has just activated. During these next 2-3 days, it is imperative that you become a fierce guardian of your own energy. Avoid dense environments, dramatic people, and negative media. If you must interact with low vibrational individuals, visualize a protective bubble of white or golden light surrounding you, encapsulating your entire aura. See it as an impenetrable shield that allows only love to enter and repels all other energies. Do not engage in arguments. Do not try to justify your journey or convince anyone of your truth. Your only job is to hold your own frequency. Be the lighthouse. The lighthouse does not run all over the island looking for boats to save, it just stands there shining. Your light is your power and your protection. Do not dim it for anyone. This is your final initiation into spiritual sovereignty. Hold your center, hold your peace, and know that you are being divinely protected every step of the way. Let's deepen our understanding of the archetypal energies at play, because this is not just an astrological transit, it is a living myth unfolding within your very soul. The blood moon in Pisces, conjunct Neptune, is the full activation of the High Priestess archetype within you. The High Priestess is the guardian of the subconscious, the keeper of sacred mysteries, and the bridge between the seen and unseen worlds. She is your intuition personified. For so long, this part of you has been dormant, suppressed by a world that values logic and reason above all else. But this celestial alignment is a cosmic defibrillator, shocking this ancient power back to life. You are being asked to embody the High Priestess. This means trusting your inner knowing without needing external validation. It means finding comfort in silence and solitude, for it is in the quiet that you can hear the whispers of your soul. It means looking beyond the surface of things to perceive the deeper energetic truths. The High Priestess knows that reality is a dream, and she is the master dreamer. During these next 3 days, you will feel this archetype rising. You will find yourself knowing things without knowing how you know them. You will see the patterns behind the chaos. You will feel the emotions of others as if they were your own. This is not a curse. It is the reawakening of your clairsentient and empathic gifts. Your mission is to honor this sacred sensitivity. Do not allow the harshness of the 3D world to shut it down again. Protect it, nurture it. See it as the divine compass it is, guiding you flawlessly through the labyrinth of this great shift. The High Priestess does not force outcomes. She allows them to unfold. She is in a state of divine surrender, trusting the flow of the universe. This is your work right now, to release the need to control and to surrender to the mysterious, magical, and often illogical guidance of your heart. Simultaneously, the 10th square to Mars in Gemini is activating the spiritual warrior archetype. Mars is not just about brute force. At its highest expression, it is the energy of courage, truth, and sacred action. In Gemini, the sign of communication, this manifests as the courage to speak your truth, even when your voice shakes. It is the power to cut through illusion and mental confusion with the sword of clarity. The spiritual warrior is the part of you that sets boundaries. It is the part of you that says no to everything that is not in alignment with your soul. It is the part of you that is willing to fight for your inner peace and your spiritual freedom. The tension between the High Priestess and the spiritual warrior is the core initiation of this blood moon. It is the sacred marriage of the divine feminine and the divine masculine within you. Can you be receptive and intuitive, Pisces Neptune, while also being clear, decisive, and boundaried, Mars Gemini? Can you hold unconditional love for another while simultaneously refusing to allow their energy to harm you? Can you listen to the subtle whispers of your soul and then take bold, inspired action based on that guidance? This is the integration you are being called to master. You are not just a dreamy mystic, and you are not just a fierce warrior, you are both. This blood moon is forging these two aspects of yourself into one unified, whole, and incredibly powerful being. When you master this inner union, you become unstoppable. You become a conscious creator who is both connected to the infinite wellspring of divine inspiration and capable of bringing those visions into tangible reality with focused, decisive action. This is the template of the new human, the 5D leader that you are now embodying. Let's talk about ancestral healing, because this blood moon is cracking open your DNA and bringing deep-seated ancestral patterns to the surface for final transmutation. The watery energy of Pisces is connected to the collective unconscious, the ocean of all human experience, and within that ocean are the unhealed traumas and unresolved karmas of your entire lineage. Have you noticed recurring patterns in your family? Patterns of addiction, of poverty consciousness, of failed relationships, of unexpressed creative gifts, of sacrificing personal happiness for duty. These are not just your patterns, they are energetic imprints passed down through generations, living within your cells, silently influencing your choices and creating your reality. You, the chosen one, are the designated pattern breaker for your entire ancestral line. You are the one with the courage and consciousness to finally heal these wounds, not just for yourself, but for every soul that came before you and every soul that will come after. During this gateway, you may feel overwhelming waves of sadness, anger, or fear that don't seem to belong to you. You may have dreams or visions of your ancestors. You might find yourself triggered by family members in ways that feel ancient and profound. Do not be alarmed. This is the ancestral karma rising to be cleared. Your job is not to analyze it or get lost in the story of it. Your job is to simply feel it and allow it to move through you. When a wave of ancestral grief arises, place your hand on your heart and say, "I see you. I honor your pain. I am not you, but I will feel this for you now. I release this pattern from our lineage with love and gratitude. It ends with me." You are the living portal through which your ancestors are being liberated. By healing yourself, you are sending ripples of healing backward and forward through time. This is one of the most sacred and selfless acts of service you can perform during this transit. You are freeing your bloodline from centuries of bondage. This is a monumental task, and it is a testament to the strength and resilience of your soul. Now it is imperative that we discuss the concept of timeline jumping. What is occurring is not just an energetic upgrade, it is a literal divergence of realities. Imagine two parallel train tracks that have been running side by side for a very long time. This blood moon portal is the switch point where those tracks finally diverge and head in completely different directions, never to intersect again. One track leads to the continuation of the 3D matrix, a timeline of fear, control, scarcity, and separation. The other track leads to the 5D New Earth, a timeline of love, freedom, abundance, and unity consciousness. Up until now, you have been able to have a foot on both tracks, vacillating between the two realities. But this portal is the final call. The switch is being thrown. You must choose a track, and your choice is made not with your words, but with your frequency. Your dominant emotional and vibrational state over these next 72 hours is what determines which timeline you will find yourself on when the portal closes. This is why mastering your thoughts and emotions is not a casual spiritual practice right now. It is a matter of profound and irreversible consequence. Every time you choose to indulge in fear, worry, judgment, or victimhood, you are casting a vote for the 3D timeline. Every time you consciously choose gratitude, forgiveness, compassion, and trust, you are casting a vote for the 5D timeline. It truly is that simple and that profound. The universe is not punishing anyone, it is simply honoring the law of resonance. Like attracts like. Your frequency is your ticket. Where do you want to go? The choice you make now will determine the reality you experience for the foreseeable future. There is no more fence sitting. The time for indecision is over. This is a powerful moment, and I feel the collective energy of so many souls waking up and choosing the higher path. It's a wave of light spreading across the planet. To add your conscious energy to this wave, I need you to go to the comments right now and declare your choice. Type the words, "I choose the 5D timeline of love." Let this be your unbreakable vow to yourself and to the universe. Feel the power in that declaration. Feel how it shifts your energy just by typing it. You are a sovereign being, and you have the divine right to choose your reality. Claim it now. I choose the 5D timeline of love. Let's get very practical about how to maintain a high frequency during this intense period. I've already mentioned hydration, nutrition, and avoiding dense energies. But we must go further. First, create a gratitude storm. At least once a day, preferably in the morning and before bed, sit down and write out a list of everything you are grateful for. Don't just think it. Write it. The physical act of writing wires it into your brain and your energy field. Feel the emotion of gratitude as you write. Gratitude is one of the highest frequencies you can embody, and it is the fastest way to shift out of fear or lack. It instantly aligns you with the frequency of abundance and opens the channels for more blessings to flow in. Second, practice radical forgiveness. This is not for the other person. It is for you. Holding on to resentment, anger, or blame is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It is an incredibly dense energy that tethers you to the past and blocks your forward momentum. Write a letter to the person you need to forgive. You don't have to send it, pouring out all your pain and anger. Then at the end write, "I release you, I forgive you, I set myself free." Then burn the letter. Forgive yourself as well. Forgive yourself for every perceived mistake or failure. You did the best you could with the consciousness you had at the time. Release the burden of self-judgment. This act of forgiveness will clear enormous blocks in your energy field. Third, consciously connect with joy. What brings you genuine childlike joy? Is it listening to music, dancing in your living room, playing with a pet, walking in nature? Make a non-negotiable appointment with joy every single day for the next 3 days. Joy is your birthright, and its frequency is a powerful antidote to the fear and chaos of the 3D world. Do not see these practices as chores. See them as essential survival tools for navigating this portal. They are the anchors that will keep you stable in the storm and ensure you are aligned with the highest possible timeline. This is also a time of profound physical recalibration, and it is crucial that you understand how your physical vessel is responding. Many of you may be experiencing what is known as ascension flu. You might feel flu-like symptoms, body aches, exhaustion, headaches, even a low-grade fever, but you are not actually sick in the traditional sense. This is your body physically purging density and recalibrating its entire system to hold more light. Your cells are literally detoxifying, and this can feel very uncomfortable. Do not suppress these symptoms with harsh medications unless absolutely necessary. Instead, support your body's natural process. Rest, sleep as much as your body asks for. Take detox baths. Drink herbal teas. Your body is not failing you, it is upgrading, and this upgrade requires a tremendous amount of energy. You may also notice your dietary needs shifting dramatically. You might suddenly develop an aversion to heavy processed foods, meat, or alcohol. Conversely, you might have intense cravings for specific fruits, vegetables, or light, clean proteins. Trust these cravings. Your body intelligence is awakening, and it knows exactly what it needs to facilitate this cellular transformation. Listen to your body's wisdom above any external diet plan or dogma. It is your most reliable guide right now. Be patient and compassionate with your physical self. It is doing its absolute best to keep up with the incredible acceleration of your consciousness. Treat your body like a sacred temple, because that is exactly what it is, the holy vessel that is housing your divine light on this earthly journey. Honoring your body is not a mundane task, it is a profoundly spiritual act of self-love and a critical component of a successful passage through this gateway. As we approach the culmination of this message, we must speak of the sacred gifts that are being unlocked within you. This is not just about survival and release, it is about activation and remembrance. The Pisces blood moon, amplified by Neptune, is a direct portal to your Akashic records. The Akasha is the energetic library of all souls, a vibrational record of every thought, emotion, and experience across all lifetimes and all dimensions. During these next few days, the doors to this library are wide open for you. This is your opportunity to reclaim the wisdom, skills, and mastery you have accumulated over eons of existence. Have you ever felt an inexplicable pull towards a certain culture, a historical period, or a specific skill like herbalism, energy healing, or sacred geometry? This is not a random interest. It is a soul memory, a whisper from a past life where you were a master of that craft. This blood moon is activating these dormant soul memories. You may experience sudden flashes of insight, vivid past life recall in your dreams, or a spontaneous knowing of complex spiritual or metaphysical concepts. A new passion or purpose may suddenly ignite within you, feeling more real and true than anything you have pursued before. This is your soul mission coming online. Do not dismiss these insights as fantasy. They are your inheritance. They are the tools you have brought with you into this lifetime to assist in the planetary awakening. Your unique gifts are needed now more than ever. Your final task during this gateway is to create a sacred space of stillness, to quiet your mind, and to ask your higher self a simple question: what wisdom and what gifts are ready to be reawakened within me now for my highest good and the good of all? Then simply listen. The answers will not come in a loud voice, but in a gentle feeling, a subtle image, a quiet thought. Trust what you receive. This is the beginning of a profound journey of self-discovery, where you will remember the true magnificence of who you are, far beyond the limited identity of this single lifetime. This gateway is also a profound amplifier of your manifestation abilities. The watery, formless energy of Pisces and Neptune represents the quantum field, the realm of pure potentiality where all realities exist as possibilities. Your focused intention, charged with elevated emotion, is the magnet that pulls a possibility out of the quantum field and into your physical reality. During these next 3 days, the veil between your inner world and the outer world is thinner than ever. This means your power to create your reality is magnified exponentially. This is both a tremendous gift and a great responsibility. You must be impeccably conscious of where you are placing your focus. Whatever you focus on, you will amplify and attract. If you focus on lack, you will create more lack. If you focus on fear, you will manifest more reasons to be afraid. If you focus on the beauty, the blessings, and the possibilities, you will draw those experiences to you with astonishing speed. This is the ultimate training ground for becoming a master manifester. The universe is giving you a live demonstration of the power of your own consciousness. I invite you to conduct a sacred experiment. Choose one clear, heartfelt intention for your life after this portal closes. What is the one thing your soul truly desires? Is it a loving partnership, abundant resources to fund your mission, a healthy, vibrant body, a creative project brought to life? Write it down in the present tense as if it has already happened. For example, I am so happy and grateful now that I am living in my dream home, or I am so happy and grateful now that my healing work is reaching thousands and supporting me abundantly. Then for the next 3 days, spend just 5 to 10 minutes each day closing your eyes and feeling the emotions of having that desire fulfilled. Don't just visualize it, feel it in every cell of your being. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the relief, the excitement. This is the language the quantum field understands. By generating the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are becoming a vibrational match to that reality, compelling it to materialize in your life. This is not magic, it is the science of creation. Use this amplified energy wisely. Plant the seeds of the future you truly desire to inhabit. As the portal begins to close on September 8th, you will not simply revert back to your old self. The changes are permanent. The integration process, however, will continue for weeks and even months to come. Be patient with yourself as you learn to navigate your new reality with your newly activated senses and your expanded consciousness. You may feel like a newborn, seeing the world with fresh eyes, feeling everything more deeply. The old world may seem loud, harsh, and nonsensical to you. This is normal. You are now calibrated to a higher frequency, and your tolerance for anything out of alignment with that frequency will be zero. This is a time for integration, for grounding, and for embodying your new state of being in a practical, day-to-day way. The most important practice after the portal closes will be grounding. Spend time in nature. Walk barefoot on the earth. This practice, known as earthing, allows the excess, chaotic energy to discharge from your body and helps you stabilize your new frequency. Eat grounding foods like root vegetables. Stay deeply hydrated. You have just downloaded a massive amount of cosmic data, and your physical body and energy field need time to process and organize it all. Do not rush back into your old routines. Give yourself the gift of a gentle transition. The world can wait. Your primary responsibility in the days following this shift is to stabilize and anchor your own light. By doing so, you become a stable anchor for the collective, a beacon of peace amidst the continuing chaos of the old world's dissolution. This entire process is culminating in the ultimate liberation, the liberation from fear. For millennia, humanity has been governed by a consciousness of fear, fear of death, fear of lack, fear of not being enough. This fear frequency is the very foundation of the 3D matrix. It is what has kept humanity enslaved, disconnected from their divine power. The massive influx of light pouring through this blood moon portal is a direct antidote to this fear. It is a frequency of unconditional love, a frequency that is so high and so pure that fear simply cannot coexist with it. As you integrate these light codes, the deep-seated programmed fears within your own system will be dissolved. You will begin to feel a profound sense of trust in the universe, a deep knowing that you are always safe, always provided for, always guided. You will no longer make decisions based on avoiding what you fear, but on moving toward what you love. This is the most fundamental shift of all. It is the shift from a life of survival to a life of thriving. It is the shift from a consciousness of separation to a consciousness of unity. When you are no longer controlled by fear, you are truly free. You become a sovereign being, a true co-creator with Source. This is the ultimate promise of this blood moon gateway. It is the gift of freedom, the gift of remembering your own divinity, and the gift of returning home to the truth of who you are, a limitless, eternal and magnificent being of love and light. We have covered so much ground. We've talked about the astrological alignments, the physical and emotional symptoms, the spiritual tests, the practical rituals, and the profound gifts of this life-altering gateway. I know this is a lot to take in, but your soul understands every word. Feel the resonance, feel the truth. You were born for this moment. Your entire life has been a preparation for these next few days. All the challenges, all the heartbreaks, all the struggles, they have all served to forge you into the powerful, resilient spiritual warrior you are today. You are ready. You have everything you need within you to navigate this passage with grace and courage. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Trust the universe. You are not alone in this. You are surrounded by a vast team of benevolent beings in the unseen realms, your guides, your angels, your ancestors, your star family, who are cheering you on, supporting you, and holding you in unconditional love every step of the way. Call on them. Ask for their help. They are waiting and eager to assist, but due to the law of free will, they cannot intervene unless you ask. As my final call to action, and as a way to seal our sacred work together in this space, I want you to make one final powerful declaration in the comments below. This is for you, for the collective, and for the cosmos to witness. I want you to type the words, "I am the shift," because you are not just witnessing the shift, you are not just experiencing the shift, you are the shift. Your consciousness, your courage, your choice to embody love in the face of fear, that is the very mechanism of the planetary awakening. Every time you heal a part of yourself, you heal a part of the world. Every time you raise your frequency, you contribute to the tipping point of collective consciousness. Do not ever underestimate your power or your importance. You are a divine fractal of source energy, and you hold the power to transform worlds within you. Claim it now. Go to the comments and boldly declare, "I am the shift." Thank you for receiving this urgent message. Thank you for your courage and for your commitment to your own evolution and the evolution of this planet. The fact that you have stayed with me until the very end of this transmission is a testament to the readiness of your soul. If this message resonated with you, please share it with anyone else you feel may need to hear it. You could be the catalyst for their awakening. Remember to like this video to spread its frequency far and wide, and subscribe for more guidance as we continue to navigate these incredible, unprecedented times together. The next 2 to 3 days are everything. Do not waste them. Be conscious. Be present. Be love. I hold you all in the highest light. The most challenging part is almost over, and the most beautiful chapter of your existence is about to begin. Be prepared to be amazed by what comes next.